my name is Anchal Yadav and I am the member of Innovation Ambassador working as an assistant professor in an electronic department of Goel Institute of Technology and Management. Today I am going to give presentation in the topic of design thinking and innovation. First of all, what is design thinking and why we are using it? Design thinking help us to improve our ideas with the different tools, and it encourage people's real need and coming up with the solution that truly address those needs. In the other hand, if we are talking about business perspective, so it help business stay ahead by creating new and better ideas, and by with the help of these techniques they drive growth and improve the customer experiences and keep the company competitive. With the help of design thinking and innovation, it turns our problem into the chances for improvement, and by using these methods we can create solutions that are both useful and interesting. This approach is very important for staying up to date and succeed in a fast changing world. In this slide you can see what the topic I am going to cover in my presentation. The first topic is the what is design thinking and innovation, and the second one is the importance of innovation. When we will know about design thinking and importance of innovation, we will come to the next slide, which is the design thinking overview. In design thinking overview there is a 5 process. The first process is empathize, second one is the define, third one is the ideate, fourth one is the prototype, and the last one is the test. So if we will know all this process, we will come to the next slide, which is the innovation techniques. So I have discussed here some techniques that will help to implement the design thinking process. So after we will know about design thinking process and techniques, there is some case study I have discussed in my presentation. So I have discussed 5 case study in my presentation, and then we will come to some common mistakes. So if we will try to implement these techniques and some process, of course there will come some mistakes. So what we will do, we will try to eliminate all these mistakes. So how we will eliminate it? With the help of some tools and tips. So after we will know about the common mistake, we will come to the next slide, which is the tips for innovation ambassador. And the last slide is based on the resources and tools which I have used in my presentation. Slide you will see what is design thinking and innovation. Design thinking is a way to solve tricky problem by focusing on the people who need the solution. It involves understanding their needs and coming up with the creative ideas and testing those ideas to find the best solution. Essentially it's about designing with the people in mind to make sure your solution are helpful and effective. So in this design thinking there is some points included to know about design thinking. The first point is the user oriented methodology. User oriented methodology, it's about understanding what user want and designing solution there that meets those needs. Problem solving framework, it is a structured approach to find the solution of the problem, and it involves steps like identifying the problems, brainstorming possible solution, and choosing the best one. The third one is the innovation process. It is a series of steps involved in creating new idea or products. It usually includes brainstorming, developing a prototype, testing, and improving based on the feedback. Model building, it is creating a simplified version of the something to understand it better and to test how it works. For example, building a model of the business process help you see how different parts interact. Assessment, this involves evaluating or checking how well something it working. It's about measuring result to see if the goal are being met and identifying area that needs to improvement. Reworking, it means making changes to improve something based on the feedback or new information. It's about revising and refining to make things better. Operationalization, this is the process of turning ideas or plan into the action or process that can implemented and user effectively in real life. Importance of the innovation that I will explain in a point wise. The first point is the competitive advantage. This means having something special that make your business or product stand out from the competition. It's like having a secret weapon that help you win over customer. And the next point is the economic growth. When business innovate, they can create new product, services, or even entire industry. So this leads to more job, more money being spent, and a strong economic overall. Adaptation to change. Things are always changing, whether it's new technology, customer preferences, or market condition. Innovation help business stay flexible and adjust to these changes so they don't fall behind. And the next point is this solving problem. Every business faces challenges. Innovation is about creating solution to these problems which can help a business survive. Improving efficiency is like improving often innovation often involve finding better, faster, or a cheaper way to do things. It can save time, reduce cost, and make the business more productive. And the next point is the enhancing quality of the life. Innovation can make daily life better by making product more useful, more enjoyable. For example, smartphones have greatly improved how we can communicate and access information. The next point is the encouraging creativity. Innovation encourages people to make outside the box and make up with new ideas. This creativity can lead to exciting new products, services, or way of doing things. Meeting customer need. To keep customer happy, business need to understand what they want and deliver it. Innovation help business create products or services that better meet customer needs. Long-term success. Business that keep innovating are more likely to stay successful over time. They keep finding new way to grow, improve, and stay relevant in the market. So basically these points are very important in an innovation, so that will our product and our ideas to stay always in a success life. So this there is a 5 steps have included in the design thinking overview. The first one is the empathize, second one is a define, third one is the ideate, prototype, and the test. So one by one we will know about all these things in our upcoming slides. Empathize is a first stage in a design thinking process and involve understanding the needs and experiences and emotion of the user. So there is some key points that define what is empathize. Keep user understanding, truly knowing what the user want to say and what they have need. Second one is the active listening. If the user want to explain something, we should pay close attention to what the someone is saying. Observation is like watching carefully to understand what is happening. Building trust, creating a sense of reliability and honesty with others. Understanding context, knowing the situation or background that affects someone's action. Emotion connection, creating a bond by the user, creating a bond with by sharing or understanding the feeling with the user. Empathize mapping, visualizing what others feel and think and what to understand that what do they understand them better. Non-verbal communication, understanding message sent through body language, facial expression, or gesture. So there is some points which explain the empathize. In this points, the thing which is we should pay attention more is the deep user understanding and building a trust, emotion, connection, and non-verbal communication. There is a lot of the user, they don't know how to explain all these things. So we can easily understand if we are focusing their body language and facial expression. So these points come in a empathy. The second step in design thinking and innovation is define. What is define? Define is something means to provide a clear and precise explanation of its meaning, as you know already. So I have included some point that will explain what is defined. So the first point is the clarifying what it means. A definition explains that means of word or idea. Identifying key features. Key feature is very important to know about define. So it's point out the main characteristic that make something different from others. Setting boundaries. Our definition tells us what is included in the term and what is not. Make it simple. It turns complex idea into a easy to understand the term. Conceptual explanation. Definition take into an account where and how the terms is used to make things clear. Being precise. Definition are clear and exact, so there is no confusion to explain it and understand it. Foundation for discussion. A good definition is a starting point for conversations or analyzing to ensure everyone understands the same thing. These points I have included in define, so we can easily understand what the define and what the user want to explain us. The third step of design thinking and innovation is the ideate. Ideate is referred to the process of generating and developing new ideas. So also here there is some point we should need to focus it. The first point is the conceptualization. Conceptualization is creating and forming new ideas. Creative thinking is encourage imaginating and innovating thinking, which help us to identify the new ideas, and we can create and innovate our ideas more effectively. Brainstorming is generating many ideas in a session without judging them whether it is right or wrong. Problem solving is using idea to find different solution to the problem solving. And this one is a innovation is developing a new product, services, or process with the help of new ideas. Exploration is looking into many possibilities which can lead to surprising results. That will help us to identify the idea whether it is good or not. Iteration is continuously refining and improving our idea through multiple rounds. Collaboration is very important to judge our ideas. Generating new ideas alone or with others, it helps us to differentiate our ideas with others. Prototype is the fourth step of the design thinking and innovation. What is prototype? So I have in this slide you can see that I have divided prototype into two parts: low feasibility and high feasibility. What is the meaning of low feasibility and high feasibility? Basically, it is referred to the level of the details. Low feasibility, it is very easy to explain, and we are not using that much of product as we are using in a high feasibility, and basic representation we are using in it, and here we have to give in a high feasibility we have to give a lot of details. So I'm going to differentiate low feasibility and high feasibility. The first point is a basic representation, and in case of high feasibility is a detailed representation. Basic representation, we don't need to show a lot of things. Basic representation, we just need to show basic idea and layout without much detail. But in detailed representation, we have to give the final product, and we need to work a lot in it, and at the last we need to give the final product. The second one is a simple and expensive in case of low feasibility, and complex and resource intensive in case of high feasibility. Simple and inexpensive, it is like made with cheap and easy material like pen, paper, and simple we can sketch it all also. But in case of complex and resource intensive, we need more time and more efforts to show our creativity and resource to create it. We need a lot of resources to create complex structure and all these things. The third one is a quick to create and realistic interaction. Quick to create is like we can make it quickly, and if we want to change something, we can easily change it also. But in a high feasibility case, we need to fully interact and showing how the final product will function. So we cannot easily sketch all these things. In case of high feasibility, we have to work a lot in it, so we need to fully interact, and at the last we need to show what is the final product will come. The fourth point is a conceptual focus, and in case of high feasibility is a design and usability testing. Conceptual focus is like focus on the overall structure and flow. We don't need to go in a detail design. But in case of high feasibility, we need to first of all we need to test it. The best way for testing how we can design it, and the user need to interact our work also. Limited functioning in case of low feasibility usually does not work fully. We just need to work little bit. But in case of high feasibility, has detailed visualization that make the final product more effective. The sixth point is the user feedback on concept in case of low feasibility, but in case of high feasibility, we need a accurate feedback. So user feedback is like good for getting easy feedback on the overall design. But in case of high feasibility, we provide precise feedback on how the product looks and how it will work. The seventh point is the flexible and easy to modify. You already know in a low feasibility, it is very flexible because we are just using pen, paper, and sketches and simple idea. We are not going in a detailed version. So in a low feasibility area, so it is very easy to change our ideas and things based on the feedback. But specific iteration focus on the refining detail and finding specific problem. So like this way we are going low feasibility and high feasibility. So if we are using our idea, we can easily use our idea in based on the low feasibility and high feasibility. Test is the final stage of the design thinking and innovation. Basically, what is test? Test refer to a stage in a process where idea, prototype, and solution are evaluated to ensure that they effectively meet user needs and solve the problem. So I have added some points which help to define test. The first point is the prototype and experimentation. In this, we are trying out a simple version of idea to see how they work. So if we will see how they work, we can easily identify what is the problem, and we can easily solve it. The second point is the user feedback. User feedback is getting opinion from the user to make it better, because it can help us to solve our problem. Learning and iteration, like using what we learn to keep improving. We are if we will know our if we will know what the problem is coming in our idea, so what we can do, with the help of test we can easily improve it. The third one is the validation of concept. So if we know what is the idea, we should check it, whether it is correct or wrong. So checking if idea work as expected. Whatever idea we have, like if we are making any if we are making any idea, so we need to validate also whether this idea is acceptable, or whether this idea is acceptable or not. The next point is the empathy and user-centric approach. It is a understanding and considering what user need and feel. So with the help of, we can easily identify their problem. Decision making tool, a way to help choose the best opinion, so which help us to identify our idea, and these techniques we can easily use in our innovation, design thinking and innovation. So these all are the 5 steps involved in a design thinking and innovation. So in the previous slide we saw that what is the steps involved in design thinking and innovation. Now come to the innovation techniques. Innovation technique is basically the structure, method or strategy used to generate, develop and implement the new ideas. So in this slide you can see I have added some key points which help us to know about innovation techniques. The first one is a brainstorming. Brainstorming is like getting a group together to come up with a lot of idea without judging them, whether it is right and wrong. And the second one is a design thinking. You already know in the second slide. It is a way of solve problem by focusing on what the user want and what the user need, and figure out the problem and coming up with the best solutions. And then third one is the TRIZ. TRIZ is a theory of inventing problem solving. This is a method that use pattern from past invention to find the new solution. Scamper is a technique that help to generate idea by asking question, just like substitution, modifying, eliminate it, reverse it, combine it. So like that way they are asking different types of questions. And fourth one is a open innovation. Open innovation is using idea and partnership from outside in our own organization to create new innovation, new idea. Lean startup methodology is building a basic version of product and getting a feedback and making improve quickly. So these points come in a innovation techniques that help to identify what the problem is basically happened to in a current scenario. In this slide you can see I have added 5 real story in case study which can easily explain how we have implemented design thinking and innovation. So the first example is the Airbnb. Airbnb uses design thinking and innovation to create and improve their platform. How they will improve it? First of all, what they will do, Airbnb understand what is the need and desire of the guest by gathering the feedback and research their experiences. And after that, this company identify the key problems such as improving the booking process, enhancing trust between users, and when they build trust between them, so they generate some idea to address their problems, like new features for better communication and more details listening. And with the help of these, they create and test new features or design changes on the small scale to see how the platform works. So Airbnb implemented these changes with a limited user group after they are getting some feedback and make adjustment based on their user responses. In this way they improve their platform based on the ongoing feedback and new understanding. So this way they are using design thinking and innovation techniques, which helps to improve its platform and day by day by getting the feedback from the user. The second case study you already know, Netflix uses design thinking by understanding what user want and recommending shows based on their preferences. They tested their features like interface changes or content suggestion and improve them based on their user and feedback. As the same thing Uber also do. Uber apply design thinking by focusing what the user want and what the user needs, like quick ride and easy payment. They test new features such as safety tool and adjust based on the drive and rider feedback. So feedback is play a very important role in overall the design thinking and innovation techniques. If based on the feedback we can easily test our techniques and we can improve it day by day. So both the techniques, both the companies continuously refining their services to better meet user needs and stay ahead in their industries. So this way they are using design thinking and innovation techniques. In the previous slide you have seen the three cases based on the design thinking and innovation. Now you can come to the fourth case study, and fifth case study is the IBM and Intuit. IBM and Intuit also uses design thinking by first understanding customer need, then brainstorming and testing idea with user. They build simple prototype, get feedback and make improvement based on what they learn. So this helps them create better and more user friendly product through continuously collaboration with the user. So this is the way these company implemented design thinking and innovation techniques to improve and to get the better result. After discussing all the important points, there is some common mistake we can easily do in our process. The first we can do, failing to deeply understand user needs and problems. So first of all, if we are going to implement any ideas, we know what the user needs and what the problem they are facing it. Ignoring user feedback play a major role to understand design thinking and innovation. Don't ignore feedback if we are trying to implement any idea and want to build a company. Creating solution that are too complex. First we should go to the simple version, then we can come to the difficult version. Creating a simple version, and in a case of low feasibility, then we can go to the high feasibility. Don't directly jump to the high feasibility, because by this way we will not come to the directly result. You will ignore, you can, because of that you will also waste your time and budget. Don't ignore budget and time, because it is also play a major role to implement these techniques. Making suggestion about user needs without validation, focusing on high level ideas without addressing final details, not testing prototype, keeping the prototype phase and moving straight to the final solution. There is some problems we are facing, so try to ignore all these mistakes. Here you can see the tips for innovation ambassador. In a simple language, if I want to explain, then we can see the best tip is encourage new idea, work together, stay flexible, explain things well, celebrate small success, question the casual and stay excited. This is the best tips for innovation ambassador. Here are some resources and tools with the help of which I was able to represent this presentation. Thank you for your attention and engagement.